What's up, metal and heavy music fans? It's Flight of Icarus again from metaltrenches.com. As always, please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and give us a like if you enjoy the video. So I've been kind of slacking on my shoutouts, and so I'm kind of testing out this new segment where I just take that shoutout segment that used to be on the podcast and turn it into its own video. Without bearing the lead, let's just jump into it. Start off by talking about a new album from Toronto slamming technical death metal deathcore band Brand of Sacrifice. This new album is called God Hand, and it's out now via the always excellent Unique Leader Records. Great place to find really solid technical death metal and deathcore. I was already a fan of their previous EP, the Interstice, not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but in any case, reviewed that one. Really greatly enjoyed it. Raffi actually did the review of this new one, God Hand, and it's super addictive. It's just heavy, groovy, intense, really fun. Easy to listen to over and over again. It's relatively short too, so it's not a big time investment, but even though it is on the shorter side, it's definitely quality over quantity, and you should definitely check it out on Bandcamp right now. Next up, I've got another new release that I definitely wanted to make sure people were aware of, and a lot of people are talking about it, so hopefully you already know this. But if not, it is the new album from Chicago extreme metal band Immortal Bird, which is called Thrive on Neglect. The album is available now via $20 spin. Recommended to fans of like Full of Hell, Lord Mantis, another underground band, Giant of the Mountain. They're a very eclectic band. I've talked about them before, included them on a few roundup lists in the past, but they sort of mix like black metal, grindcore, blackened sludge, and kind of everything else into just this weird amalgam that it kind of defies description. And I have sung the praises of their 2015 EP, Empress Abscess, many times before, and it's dirty, dingy, ugly music, my favorite. And this new album, I'm glad to say, after waiting for it for so long, for the most part lives up to expectations. The first two tracks, I honestly am like, they're okay. They grew on me with multiple listens, but I say that just because I don't want someone to maybe hear those, which I consider to be kind of my least favorite on the album, and maybe be turned off by it. I highly encourage checking out Vestigial Warnings as a starting point, because I think that's clearly the best song that they have ever written to date. They definitely take a lot more kind of progressive elements this time around. There's even a lot of kind of like Gojira-isms I'm hearing, especially in sort of the approach to guitars, and even some of those kind of trademark little slides that Gojira always likes to throw in. But in any case, fantastic album. There's still some room for improvement, and I kind of miss sort of the uglier production, especially around the vocals that we got on Empress Abscess, but even so, great stuff, highly recommended. Don't miss out. Then, of course, we have another album that I was greatly looking forward to, as I know a few other people I've talked to on the podcast are as well, and that is from UK atmospheric death metal band Abyssal. This new release is called A Beacon in the Husk. Recommend Abyssal to fans of Portal, Ulcerate, and Alterage. And as regular listeners probably know, that's a good short list of some of my favorite death metal bands out there right now that are really technical, but also really complex, a little bit experimental, and highly atmospheric. True to that, Abyssal once more bringing just this monstrous album. I said that the opening moments are really like a massive giant awakening from a long slumber, and it's just fitting. It's a little bit different in terms of approach, and I have to say, overall, I prefer Anticatastasius, however the hell again you pronounce that, but that album is just more my speed in terms of playing up the more technical and sometimes even weirdly melodic side. I feel like it's kind of a faster album, more of a death metal album, whereas this one takes more of kind of a doomy approach for a lot of it. There are some just outright slower, sloggier, sludgy portions that are still great. I mean, Abyssal can't really do any wrong, but it's just definitely different, definitely slower. But then you also have the more complex, progressive tinge tracks like Dialogue, which was the lead single, just colliding tectonic plates of chaotic sounds and kind of like grindier moments even, always that technical side. And of course, those ulcerate comparisons, I think, are particularly strong in those faster parts. But again, they'll kind of waver between that and then these really big, mournful, doomy, dismal moments as well. But yeah, it's Abyssal. It's hard for me to not recommend these guys. And again, if you haven't heard their previous material, especially Anticatastasius, then definitely check those out. But of course, like, support great bands that are putting the work in and always trying new things. That's something I appreciate about Abyssal, is that it never seems like a project that's content to just stagnate and make the same record again. And that'll do it for this recommendation roundup. 3 albums that you should definitely check out, listen to, and hopefully buy. The links for all of them are down in the description, along with their full reviews and scores. And once again, if you enjoyed this video, please hit us up with a like, comment with your thoughts, subscribe to the channel for sure, because there's a lot more videos where this came from. Follow us on social media, or even better yet, sign up for our mailing list. I send out an email every Friday directly to you. But for now, this is Flight of Icarus signing off. I will see you in the trenches.